people through their times of need. And, of course, there's a lot of need out there right now with the economy and a lot of the things going on in the job market, the housing market. And we're here. We're here to be a blessing to you in your time of need. So please check it out. Lots of great, unique content on LivePrayer.com that you will find anywhere else on the Internet. Much of it changes daily. Check out some of our great video features. Got some audios of my appearances on the Howard Stern program. Just a lot of interesting content that I believe will be a blessing to you and be a blessing to your family. So please check it out. Of course, I got back late last night from New York City. Each weekend I fly up to New York to conduct the services at our 9/11 Christian Center. You can also access that website through LivePrayer.com, and it's got a lot of great links to tell you the truth about the religion of Islam and a lot of the things going on at our Christian Center in financial district of New York, down by Ground Zero. We're holding Sunday meetings at the New York Marriott. Follow that truth, life works. When we live in rebellion to that truth, life falls apart. So we're here not only to lead people to faith in Christ, but to be a blessing to people, bring that truth into the marketplace. That's why this program only airs on secular stations around the country, and always has and always will. I'm not about preaching to the choir. I'm not here to raise money to buy a new jet plane like so many of these TV preachers you see. I only care about one thing. I care about your soul first and foremost. I care about being a blessing to you in your time of need that we all go through in life. So check us out at liveprayer.com. Check out the website for the 9/11 Christian Center. Be praying for our efforts in New York. By the way, I've got a very short video that I want to play for you. And it really gives the vision of the 9/11 Christian Center at Ground Zero that we open on September 5th. And I'd like you to look at that video right now, and I'll be right back. I'm Bill Keller, founder of LivePrayer.com. It will be a place where they will teach this generation, future generation of Muslims, how to hate this nation, how to turn this nation into a Muslim land, which is their ultimate goal. Teach people Sharia law, the law Islam is governed by all over the world. What is our response as Christians? I thought and prayed hard about this. I decided that why hold another rally, another protest march. That a few hours after it was over. Everybody would go home and forget about it. A bold, visible response to what the Muslims are about ready to do at Ground Zero. That response is 9/11 Christian Center at Ground Zero. We aren't going there with swords. We're going there with the gospel of Jesus Christ. This is like Elijah on that wonderful day where he invited the prophets of Baal to Mount Carmel and said, let's see whose God answers by fire. Today I issue that same challenge to Imam Faisal Raouf, the Imam of the Ground Zero Mosque. You bring your false God. I'll bring the God of the Bible, and we'll see which God answers by fire. Phase 1, we will hold services every Sunday, starting September 5th at 11 o'clock through the end of the year at the New York Marriott, right by Ground Zero. As of January 1st, we'll move into our permanent facility at Ground Zero, where we will hold evangelist meetings 7 days a week. We will have a special 9/11 memorial prayer room for visitors to Ground Zero and those who work in the financial district, those who live in that area to come and pray. I know that as time on, the Muslims will try to silence me. They will try to kill me. But the gospel won't be stopped. And I need you to help me today. I need you to stand with me. Many people are outraged by what is about ready to happen at Ground Zero. And people say, how can my voice be heard? You can stand with me and the 9/11 Christian Center. Go to my website, liveprayer.com. On the left menu bar, click on the donation link. There is a secure server there where you can give via major credit card, you can give via PayPal, or you can just drop a check to our corporate headquarters in St. Petersburg, Florida. You take a stand against this mob, a meaningful stand, a stand that not only is going to drown out the lies of Islam, but it's going to lead souls to faith in Jesus Christ. I believe it's going to spark revival in the city of New York, and I believe it's going to turn this nation back to God and His truth. Please, stand with me today. Your voice can be heard. You can make a difference. The 9/11 Christian Center at Ground Zero is the answer to this mosque and for this nation. I'm Bill Keller. God bless you. And welcome back to Live Prayer. That's the 9/11 Christian Center. Be praying for us and pray about helping me as we take a bold, courageous stand for Christ right at Ground Zero, standing not only against the false religion of Islam, but against all the lies of this world that lead the souls of men to hell. That's the 9/11 Christian Center. We've got our first break of the morning. When I come back, I am going to play for you the chilling phone call I received, threatening my life numerous times. You'll hear it for yourself. And I want to talk to you this morning about this so-called religion of peace called Islam. Don't go anywhere. I'm Bill Keller of Live Prayer, and I need your help. God has challenged me to open the 9/11 Christian Center at Ground Zero. This is a response to the new mosque that's being built within a block of the World Trade Center towers used to stand. The Muslims are spending $110 million to build this mosque. God said to me to go put a Christian center within a block of Ground Zero. That's what we're doing. We're going to open this center on Sunday, September 5th. I'll be flying personally to New York to hold those services every Sunday till the end of the year. And then starting January 1st, the center will literally be open 24/7. We'll hold evangelistic services there every day. We'll have a special 9/11 memorial prayer room so that those who come to New York City to visit that ground will have a hallowed ground. We'll have a place to come and meditate, pray, just spend some quiet time. This is a great undertaking. I can't do this alone. I need your help. To give a gift to the 9/11 Christian Center, you can go to LivePrayer.com. Click on the donation link on the left menu bar. There you will find a secure server so you can make a gift with your major credit card, or you can give via PayPal. Or if you want to just drop a check to us, that's great. You can send that to our headquarters in St. Petersburg, Florida. That address is on your screen. In the information line of your check, just put 9/11 Christian Center, and your gift will go to this great undertaking. Islam is a 1,400-year-old lie from hell. The audacity of the Muslims to build a center in the shadows of where the Trade Center towers that their Muslim brothers knocked down, killing 3,000 innocent people, is a travesty. People are upset. I'm upset. But we're taking action. Sunday, September 5th, we will put our faith to the test as we open the 9/11 Christian Center at Ground Zero. I need your help. I need your prayers. I need your support. Thank you. God bless you. And welcome back to Live Prayer. You know, last week I was actually in New York a few extra days as I've been working on the permanent location that we're going to open up January. And I didn't get back until late evening Tuesday. And when I got back, I checked my cell phone and I had several messages. And one of the messages was a very chilling one. Now, I want you to understand something. I've been doing this television program for over 8 years. Live Prayer reaches millions of people around the world every day. It's a very bold, visible outreach on the internet. I take a very strong biblical stand on the issues of the day. I don't mince words. I don't play games. I tell it like it's written in the Word of God. If people want to believe that, fine. If they don't, that's up to them. My job isn't to make you believe anything. I can't do that for you. My job is to bring you the truth of the Bible, what God says about a situation from the Bible, and at that point in time, you have to make up your own mind whether you believe it or not. Now, I have been castigated, called intolerant, called a hate monger, called a bigot, called every kind of pejorative you could name, because I happen to believe the Bible is God's inspired, inerrant word, representing absolute truth, our final authority in all matters. I believe that. I preach it. I teach it. That's what this program's all about. Listen, if people don't like what I say, they don't believe what I say, there's a great invention called the remote control. Go change the channel. Watch something else. But because of the stand I take, the biblical stand I take on the issues of the day that are very unpopular, 40 years ago, nobody would have called me controversial, but this nation was in a much different place spiritually. Now this nation is spiritually bankrupt. And because it is, when somebody has the audacity to bring a biblical message to the marketplace, you know, Satan can bring his lies to the marketplace and nobody says a word. But if somebody brings a Christian message, they're castigated, ridiculed, derided. But I'm not going to stop, because I know every day people are dying and going to hell needlessly. If I can help save one person, bring one person to faith in Jesus Christ, it's all worth it. So over these last 10 years, I've received an average of 5 to 6 death threats a month. It's nothing new. I've just learned how to live with it. But I got this message last Tuesday that was very different because of its specificity. The person named themselves. They named the organization they were with, the phone number of the organization. Now, I have no problem with people who hate me. They don't even know me, so it's a foolish emotion to begin with. But I'm not going to live my life in fear. I'm not afraid of dying. Matter of fact, I welcome that moment when my life is finished here, my work is over, and God calls me home, and I'll be with my Jesus for the rest of eternity. I don't fear that moment. I actually look forward to it. But I also know that that moment will happen when God says. So I don't have any fear for these type of situations, but by the same token, God gave me common sense, gave me a brain. So when I get something as specific as this, I turn it over to the proper authorities, which we did. And I'm so grateful for the wonderful professionalism of the Collier County Sheriff's Department in handling this situation. And I wanted to play this for you so you could get a little insight into what my life is like. And then I want to come back and specifically talk to you, though, about this religion of peace as it's promoted, called Islam. Here's the message.
This is Sahar Muhammad from the Islamic Center of Southwest. My number is 239-939-0292. How dare you? How dare you, infidel, to insult Allah, insult my God, call him a class person, say he's like Oprah. You are sick. You are a sick man, and Muslims everywhere will stand up against you and do jihad. Jihad upon you. You will not last doing this. It will not continue. Your days are numbered. You are a bad person, very bad person. We all hate you here. We wish you so much unhappiness. Allah is great. You condemn Allah. You say Allah spoke back. What is wrong with you? Are you a sick, hateful person? We hate you, Bill Keller. We hate you, and we will pray for your demise. Goodbye.
You know, last Friday I did a program on the Islamization of the United States. For one of the few times I can ever remember, I heard a Muslim man speak the total truth. Terrorism was not going to stop. It was just beginning. that the goal of Islam is the domination of this nation. Now, you're going to hear people from the local mosques, from mosques around the world. You're going to hear tools of Satan like Imam Faisal Rauf, the infamous Victory Mosque Imam, who's a con artist and is never going to build that mosque in New York. Trust me when I tell you that. He's never raised $100 million in his life, and the media is an absolute lapdog to give him 5 seconds of airtime because he has no ability to do this. He's just using the opportunity to further advance the cause of Islam in this country. This is not paranoia. This is who Islam is. Don't take my word for it. Islam was created 1,400 years ago. It has nothing to do with Abraham. Abraham, in an illicit relationship with his wife's handmaiden Hagar, had a son named Ishmael. That's not where Islam came from. That's not where Islam came from at all. That's where the Arab nation came from. Now, it just so happens that most of the Arab nation in 600 AD adopted Islam as a religion when an angel of Satan came to a Mecca businessman known as Muhammad, who by all historical records was a murderer and a pedophile. And if you don't believe that, you tell me what it means when a man takes a wife of 6 years of age and has sex with her when she's 9. That's pedophilia in anyone's book. He was a man of war. Of course, he justified it because he was in war for Allah, which is basically a black rock that's housed in Mecca. Allah is not the God of the Bible. Don't let anyone lie to you. And again, Islam teaches it's okay to lie to further advance the cause of Islam. So when they talk about being a religion of peace, of course they've got to be a religion of peace here because it's against the law to enter into jihad as they would anywhere else. But let me explain to you. The Islam that the Quran and the Islam taught in Saudi Arabia, in Iraq, in Afghanistan, in Malaysia is the same Quran and Islam taught in the United States. Obviously, they can't get away with the Sharia law that's implemented in those other countries. They can't cut off people's heads they disagree with, like me. Trust me, if I was in Saudi Arabia speaking like this, my head would be taken off in an instant because I'm an infidel, because I speak against a murdering pedophile who's not a prophet. He's a murdering pedophile. Islam is a false religion with a false book, with a false prophet. And of course, anybody who dares to speak out against Islam is immediately labeled as a hate monger, a bigot. I've gone up against the likes of CARE, Council of Arab Islamic Relations, over the years, who go out and try to silence people in the media like myself, Michael Savage, who dare to speak against Islam. But I'm not going to be silenced, or I'm not going to be beaten down or cower against these people and their intimidation. That phone call I played to you, that's what that was. That was meant as intimidation to silence me, and I refuse to be silenced because in the end of the day, the Bible teaches the only way to be saved is faith in Jesus Christ. I don't hate Muslims. I pity Muslims because without Jesus, they're going to die and go to hell. I pity Muslims just like I pity all people who are lost and without faith in Christ. Because I know when they take their last breath, a moment we will all face, that they're going to burn in hell. I didn't write that. I didn't make that story up. It's the Bible. If you want to believe it, fine. If you don't, that's fine too. But this isn't Bill Keller's gospel. It's the gospel of Jesus Christ. And I don't want people to be fooled into thinking that Islam is anything but it is. It's an oppressive religion of hatred, violence, and death. Their 1,400-year history is a testament to that. And you just look at the countries in Europe right now that have become dominated by Islam as they have slowly initiated Sharia law and slowly initiated their will, slowly made it illegal to speak out against Islam. And that is their goals here. Of course, they can't get away with that. But let me just say this to you. Everybody says, well, there's no such thing as peaceful, moderate Muslims. They're Muslims, period. And in the end, they're going to honor Islam, Sharia law, the Quran, and they're murdering pedophile Prophet Muhammad, not the laws of the United States. Times Square bomber, when asked by the judge, didn't you just become a citizen and swear an oath to this country? He said, yeah, but I lied. A nice man of 40-some years old in Buffalo, New York, Muslim man, next door neighbor, everybody thought he was the greatest guy in the world, and he probably was. Never had a traffic ticket. One day his wife came home, wanted a divorce, he beheaded her. Fortunately, in this country, he's in prison because you can't do that here. Now, in Saudi Arabia, he would have been a hero. It's called an honor killing. Look it up. This is what Islam's about. And anybody who tries to tell you different is lying to you. Again, I don't hate Muslims. I love all people because I want to see all people saved and come to the saving knowledge of Jesus Christ. But I'm not going to sit back, be intimidated by this religion of death. I'm not going to sit back and allow them to lie to the public about what they're all about. And if you don't believe the things I've said on this program, you go look it up for yourself. It's historical fact. Politically incorrect, maybe, but I'm not going to buy into this lie that everybody seems to be buying into that allows them to prosper and grow. And you're going to wake up one day and they're going to be in places of power, and they're going to start initiating their religion upon this country. And if they ever do that, I would never be alive to give a program like this. Got a break I've got to take. I'll be right back with more of Live Prayer. Well, the producers just told me we don't have time for any more breaks. Do me a favor, though. Go to my website, liveprayer.com. On the left menu bar, click on the donation link. There you can use a secure server to give you a PayPal, a major credit card. Our address in St. Petersburg is up on that website, and I could use your help. We got a lot going on in New York. This program is being syndicated around the country to bring real truth to people, so please help me. Also, my email address is on the screen. Jot it down. If I can help you in any way, email me. That's what we're here for, to pray for you, to believe God for your needs, to help you through those difficult times. And please tell your friends, Live Prayer, 7 to 7:30, my TV 8, every Monday through Friday. I love you. I care about you so much. Have a wonderful day. Next weekend is the holiday the world celebrates, known as Halloween. What about Halloween? Is that a day that Christians should celebrate? How should a Christian respond to this worldwide holiday we know as Halloween? I'm going to talk to you about that today on this edition of Live Prayer.
What problems are you dealing with in your life right now?
Do you feel like giving up? Times are hard and you're not strong. Well, I know the answer for you, and it will lead to real truth. Don't look back to yesterday.
Now there are answers.
Tomorrow's on the
Welcome
way.
to Live Prayer.
It's waiting there for you.
Here's your host, Bill Kelly.
You can make it through. There is a hope for
And welcome to Live from Bill Keller. It's good to have you with me on this Friday. It's been a good week for you as we wrap up another week of programming here on Live Prayer. Of course, we're here every Monday through Friday morning, 7 to 7:30 right here on my TV 8. So good to have you with me today. Of course, we've been going through our excitement around here for the last week with everything that's happened with the death threats and the national media attention that it's caused. But today I want to talk to you a little bit about a holiday known as Halloween, and really get into this whole issue from a Christian standpoint. Is this a day Christians should even recognize? Because after all, it's really known as a Day of the Dead, a day of ghouls and ghosts and goblins. So we're going to talk a little bit about Halloween today and really what a Christian's response to this day should be. We're going to get in that in just a few minutes. Of course, I'm Bill Keller, founder of LivePrayer.com, world's largest interactive Christian website. We reach a little over 2.4 million folks every day via the internet. I'd encourage you to come check us out, www.liveprayer.com. Lots of great content, lots of it changes daily. Unique content, I promise you, you're never going to find on any other website. And that's why for over 11 years now it has become and still is the world's largest interactive Christian website. We get pretty much consistent daily influx of about 40,000 emails for prayer from all over the world. Got a great team of over 700 retired pastors who work with me to help us go through those and send personal responses back. So check us out, liveprayer.com. And, of course, from our Live Prayer website, we have a to our 9/11 Christian Center website, which is, of course, our new evangelist reach in New York City by Ground Zero. We are, of course, it's Friday. That means tomorrow morning I'll be on a plane back to New York and for this week's service that we hold every Sunday at 11 a.m. at the New York Marriott, 85 West Street, right there by Ground Zero. We'll be holding those services until the end of the year, and then the 1st of January we will be opening our permanent facility by Ground Zero. Matter of fact, I think within about a week I'm going to have that announcement for you of our new home in New York City that will open January 1st, and we're really looking forward to that. So, as a matter of fact, I'll tell you what I want to do. We've got a great video that we've put together. It's a very short video. It's kind of a vision video, if you want to call it that, of the 9/11 Christian Center. I'd like to share it with you right now and let you catch the vision of what this evangelistic outreach in New York City is all about. Watch that. I'll be right back. I'm Bill Keller, founder of LivePrayer.com. Recently, it was publicized that the Muslims would be building a mosque at Ground Zero. Let me make sure you understand that this was a purposeful and premeditated act. This is not an accident. They already have many mosques in New York City. This was done in a very well orchestrated way. This mosque at Ground Zero will be a memorial to the greatest triumph of Islam in 1,400 years, 9/11, 2001, when their Muslim brothers flew those planes into the World Trade Center towers. More of their Muslim brothers went into the Pentagon. Others headed to the Capitol, where courageously ditched in the fields in Pennsylvania. But make no mistake about it, this mosque at Ground Zero is a memorial to the greatest triumph of Islam in 1,400 years. It will be a place where they will teach this generation, future generation of Muslims, how to hate this nation, how to turn this nation into a Muslim land, which is their ultimate goal. They will teach people Sharia law, a law that Islam is governed by all over the world. What is our response as Christians? I thought and prayed hard about this. I decided that why hold another rally, another protest march? That a few hours after it was over. Everybody would go home and fit about it. Nothing would change. I realize there are many great efforts to try to stop this mosque constructed. And I pray their effect. We don't need another protest. What we need is a bold, visible response to what the Muslims are about to do at Ground Zero. That response, the 9/11 Christian Center at Ground Zero. We aren't going there with swords. We're going there with the gospel of Jesus Christ. This is like Elijah on that wonderful day where he invited the prophets of Baal to Mount Carmel and said, let's see whose God answers by fire. Today I issue that same challenge to Imam Faisal out. Imam of the Ground Zero mosque. You bring your false God, I'll bring the God of the Bible, and we'll see which God answers by fire. Phase 1, we will hold services every Sunday, starting September 5th at 11 o'clock through the end of the year. at the New York Marriott, right by Ground Zero. As of January 1st, we'll move into our permanent facility at Ground Zero, where we will hold evangelistic meetings 7 days a week. We will have a special 9/11 memorial prayer room for visitors to Ground Zero, those who work in the financial district, those who live in that area to come and pray. I know that as time goes on, the Muslims will try to silence me. They will try even to kill me. But the gospel won't be stopped. And I need you to help me today. I need you to stand with me. Many people are outraged by what is about ready to happen at Ground Zero. And people say, how can my voice be heard? You can stand with me and the 9/11 Christian Center. Go to my website, LivePrayer.com. On the left menu bar, click on the donation link. There's a secure server there where you can give via major credit card, you can give via PayPal, or you can just drop a check to our corporate headquarters in St. Petersburg, Florida. You can take a stand against this mosque, a meaningful stand, a stand that not only is going to drown out the lies of Islam, but it's going to lead souls to faith in Jesus Christ. I believe it's going to spark a revival in the city of New York, and I believe it's going to turn this nation back to God and His truth. Please, stand with me today. Your voice can be heard. You can make a difference. The 9/11 Christian Center at Ground Zero is the answer to this mosque and for this nation. I'm Bill Keller. God bless you. That's the 9/11 Christian Center at Ground Zero. Please be praying for us and pray about helping me. It's a big undertaking, and I need God's people to really stand with me. This isn't about building a monument in the middle of New York. We're not building a building. We're going to rent a facility so the money that we take in for this project can be used to bring lost souls to faith in Jesus Christ. If you followed my ministry at all over the last 20 years, I don't have buildings. I still work out of the same used car lot we opened LivePrayer up 11 and a half years ago. Don't have private jets. I don't have 5 mansions on the beach. What we do on a daily basis, however, is what you see. Bring God's truth into the marketplace where, sadly, most ministries won't go because A, number one, it's not a friendly place, and B, number two, it's not profitable. They make a lot more money. They can build their little fiefdoms going on the Christian networks and just basically holding telethons every day and raising money for their various buildings and planes and mansions. I don't care about that. I'm here to help people find God's truth, number one, and find faith in Jesus Christ. So your help to this ministry goes directly to that. Got a break coming up. I want you to watch this important message, and when I come back, we are going to get into Halloween and how a Christian should respond to this holiday. Stay tuned. I'm Bill Keller of LivePrayer, and I need your help. God has challenged me to open the 9/11 Christian Center at Ground Zero. This is a response to the new mosque that's being built within a block of the World Trade Towers used to stand. The Muslims are spending $110 million to build this mosque. God said to me, go put a Christian Center within a block of Ground Zero, and that's what we're doing. We're going to open this center on Sunday, September 5th. I'll be flying personally to New York to hold those services every Sunday till the end of the year. And then starting January 1st, the center will literally be open 24/7. We'll hold evangelistic services there every day. We'll have a special 9/11 memorial prayer room so that those who come to New York City to visit that hallowed ground, will have a place to come and meditate, pray, just spend some quiet time. This is a great undertaking. I can't do this alone. I need your help. To give a gift to the 9/11 Christian Center, you can go to LivePrayer.com. Click on the donation link on the left menu bar. There you will find a secure server so you can make a gift with your major credit card, or you can give via PayPal. Or if you want to just drop a check to us, that's great. You can send that to our headquarters in St. Petersburg, Florida. That address is on your screen. In the information line of your check, just put 9/11 Christian Center, and your gift will go to this great undertaking. Islam is a 1,400-year-old life from hell. The audacity of the Muslims to build a center, shadows of where the Trade Center towers, that their Muslim brothers